Yo,
Yes, sir, yes, sir.
we back
Yeah.
one more time. It's my man JK.
For the first time.
For the first time we ever, this is we calling this here a black guy and a Spanish
Yes,
kid,
sir.
and we here just kicking it,
Yes, sir, yes,
like two dudes from the community, man, giving it up the way we need to.
You already know, fam. JK, the black guy.
Yeah, that's right, Mr. Christopher, the Spanish kid.
Yes, sir.
Salute to all of y'all who are out there who know what it is,
Yes,
man.
sir.
Yo, it's a pleasure seeing you.
My brother, you
Yo,
already know. I'm
it's a
so
pleasure
happy to
doing-
be here with you, man.
We've
You
been
already-
talking about doing something like this for a long time,
sir,
right?
yes, sir.
Sitting down talking about, things that's real in
No
our community, things that matter.
And I always ordered up talking to you about these things because I always felt comfortable speaking to you. So you was like my counselor on the low, not even knowing it. Where I got to talk to you and vent out some stuff. It always felt good being able to do that. So that's where that idea sparked from, wanting to be in a space like this with you. So
Right.
it's super dope. I'm feeling really good about it.
Yeah, that's what's
good.
up, man. Yeah, I appreciate that. We vibe real
Yes,
strong,
sir.
man. We've been doing the same type of work, man. It's
Yes, sir.
going on good 10 years now.
Yeah, man.
Together.
That's true. Together.
Together.
But
Before we've been doing this
no
work.
doubt. You talking about 18 years in this
Yeah.
background, dealing with juveniles, dealing with at-risk youth, working in shelters, just, helping the misfortunate in our boroughs. You know what I mean? I definitely been something that I just been doing for a really long time. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, it's a pleasure. Yo, we both have side ventures that we do, but we always come back to the same work, right?
Yeah.
The collaborative work,
No
and
doubt.
I've been really loving what I've been seeing you doing.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
As an inspiration,
Follow
like
my
for all of y'all
business.
who don't know, JK is official. That's my brother. I mean, I'm probably the only one who calls him JK.
Yeah, nah, couple do.
But that's my brother for real. And I, my whole vibe and what I do, I'm training young men for grown men.
No doubt,
right?
doubt.
The total man is about helping young men
Yes,
come
indeed.
to an understanding of
Yeah.
who they are, mind, body, and spirit, right?
Yeah.
Encompassing the totality of a man.
Yes, indeed.
And one of those totalities, I'm always talking about fatherhood.
Very
And
important.
when I look at fatherhood, bro,
Very
and I
important.
mean, this is not because you in front of me,
Nah,
I've
no
had this
doubt.
conversation
I
with
appreciate
you,
it. Yes,
we've
sir.
talked about it, but when I look at fatherhood, man, there are very few people I can put on the plateau of fatherhood that are at that level of fatherhood like you are. I watch you
appreciate it.
with your children, and it's amazing to see, man. It's a joy to see,
doubt.
especially coming from where we come from, bro, because
And that's just it. Coming from where we come from, as a young man, my dad left home around like the age of 9 to 10. My parents were actually married. But once that void is gone, that's it. You left to fend for yourself. You left to figure it out. It's like, there's one thing I talk about how a cub has to learn how to protect the pride, but how does he do that without the male lion?
Right.
The lioness, her job is to teach them how to hunt so they can eat. But if you can't protect the family, lions come in and kill the cubs off.
Yeah.
If you can't protect the family. So if that male is not there, that same camaraderie, that certain learning ability, that same cub to the lion isn't in the home, you left kind of stranded, you know what I mean? And so you gravitate to where the guys are, you gravitate to where the men are. And unfortunately in my neighborhood they right on Cozy Corner.
Right.
Doing a lot of craziness.
but they don't know about Cozy Corner.
No doubt. But with that said, my father not being present, that's something that I think about when I had kids. Like the things that I wanted, what would I have wanted to do? What I would want my father to teach me. The same way, I don't get upset if my kids don't know something because then I just blame myself. Okay, that's on me then. I didn't teach you that, so you don't know it. But, I'm on it when it comes to this fatherhood. And it's not as, how can I say, a lot of people think it's about the money, but it really isn't. It's about the time. It's about talking. It's about teaching. It's about experiences. And we've all made mistakes. We all been there, but what do you do now? Right. What do you do when they present? When you got this kid in front of you and he or she, I got sons and daughters is looking for guidance. It's showing you. And so you either going to, sink or swim, or step up or step off, A lot of, and shout out to the stepfathers out there that step up too, because a lot of men ain't standing tall. So definitely kudos to the stepdads, but definitely kudos to the dads that stand tall to their responsibilities, present with their kids know who they are, they know their kids, It's so funny, I talk to a lot of people and, they can speak of their kids, but they don't know their children.
You don't know their kids when they're out there on them corners, like they know them kids that come into their house.
Indeed, too, the double standard, the double face, something I learned too with my children, because I've been on it from birth. Like I've watched my children come out the birth canal, and I've been present and just, real how can I say it, like just trying to be on their back about, you know, doing the right thing and what's important.
Well, you know what I'm seeing in you, because I've watched you for years, right? We work together, and as we go on in this show, y'all are gonna see JK and I have a working relationship, right? Beyond that, we just vibe, right? We just vibe. Our vibe is serious, and we go back and forth, and we argue, and we cut it. We cut a little ass every once in a while, but it's all good because it's supposed to, right? That's what brothers do. But indeed, I've watched you for years.
Most Black and Spanish kids, that's how they give it up.
That's how we go back and forth, right?
But
now I've watched you. And you know, you're gonna tell your story, but one thing that I say, you know, for sure is I've watched you. Your circumstance in fatherhood is very much like a lot of our fatherhood situations, except you have taken exceptional steps to be present as a father, having children from different women. And most times that whole baby daddy stigma, right, that I hate so much, because this is true, right, in certain ways, but what it is because there's so many baby mama, baby daddy scenarios that are so ugly.
No doubt.
It paints a precedence for what it got to be like if you have a child with different women. Where you, man, you're upholding a standard of fatherhood with various children, and they're not even all in the same state.
No doubt. Like I said,
and bro, I watch you in your fatherhood engagements, and I'll be like, "That's it, man. That's the way it's supposed to be done, bro."
I'll actually be flying out to Georgia December 10th for my son Jordan.
His
birthday is actually December 4th. But he said, "Don't come for my birthday. Come for the football game because you know he's a star athlete."
You see what I'm saying? Because they want us there.
I've been in tune though,
for things that are important to them. He wants daddy in the stands, and look at. How many times, you know, is the opposite happening for our young men who have, our young children who have fathers?
And just elaborating on that, like, you know, I let his mother take him to Georgia at 5 years old. You know, he'll be 15. And I just knew that his quality of life would be different. You know, I definitely felt the set. You know, at first it was like, woman, what? You're not taking my kid? She knew that. She knew that I came with the fact that, no, he want his kids, you know. But, you know, she was drowning here. She had 2 other kids. She had lost her job, and a scenario where she could live with her father, who has a big home in Georgia, and raise the kids there and get employment, you know, like a naval base. So, you know, I had to really look inside and say, you know, I want to give my son a shot. Staying here, I'm still in between. You know, I was still ganging a little bit, still hustling, trying to get right, you know, one foot in, one foot out, as they say. And, you know, so I made this decision to let him take him. And, you know, he's the best of me. He's literally my twin. The boy, 6 foot 2 inches, 265 pounds.
You ain't that tall, brother. You ain't that tall.
he benching 300 at 14.
You ain't benching that much.
Don't do that. He getting it up 3 times.
He ain't your twin.
Again, I'm so proud of the boy. You know, and all my children. You know, Maya, JoJo, Jamari, Jada, all of them. You know, the whole Kimball crew. You know. And teaching them how to get to it too. You know, we're very entrepreneurial.
Come on.
You know, teaching them how to get to it. You know, talking to them about.
Well, you're talking about the Kimball crew, right?
Yes, sir. My kids.
And the Kimball crew is notorious. The Kimball crew. And when they get together, man, people know, man. They like baby kids in reverse, though. They like baby kids in reverse. It's like a group of young people that's so powerful. And I love how you doing this. So I want to shine light on what you doing. Not only we gonna shine light on each other's, but I want to shine light on what you doing with the kids.
You guys blaze the trail. I just follow y'all lead. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You've made tremendous changes within your life. You know, I can't wait to share some of your story with the people and just let them know how real God is. You know, when it comes to, you know, making those decisions and finding the wherewithal to do it. You know what I mean? So definitely, brother, I appreciate it.
Yo, that's what's up, man. That's. You know what? This part of what we're supposed to be doing in community. When we're talking about community, for you and I have been involved in community work together for the last like at least 10, 12 years. Independently, we've been doing community work for 20 plus years, and even coming from the background we have, right?
Absolutely.
Understanding why it is that there's an attack on the communities we come from, and why it's so important for people like us who have been through some of the real ugliest parts of those attacks, right? To be able to come back and set a good example. And I'm watching you, man. We're going to talk about so much more. This show right here, yo, is going to be dedicated to every single one of the young people that we continue to work with.
No doubt.
To give
Shout out
an
to
example.
K Flocka.
Let's go.
K Flocka's a kid I worked with in my program, and he's like an up and coming rapper right now too. And I remember when he was in those moments of despair, frustrated, dealing with his family and all that, and just to see him elevate, just wanted to give a shout out to K Flocka.
Yo, drop his IG. Where they can find you?
At K Flocka. Y'all already know he the hottest young drill artist coming out the Bronx right now. K Flocka, y'all know what it is. Holla at the boy. He's definitely turning up, man.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man.
Got you, Jake, and the black guy.
All right, Mr. Christopher, the Spanish kid.
Yes, sir.
Listen, what we're doing here is going to be more setting precedents for conversations that aren't necessarily had, that need to be had for our young men, but then also in community.